Now, look, I know you've got to go, but I've got to ask quickly because you mentioned it. The experience of interviewing Vladimir Putin, he looks different than when you sat down and talked to him. Now, obviously, no, we can't play pop psychologist here, but do you agree that he at the very least looks a whole lot different than when you looked into his eyes?
He looks a little heavier. He looks thicker to me, and he's certainly aged a lot in the past couple of years. I mean, I interviewed him 3 times in and around 2018. So I don't know, but I get nervous about, going too far down the he's crazy now train, because who knows? And Vladimir Putin, if he's one thing, he's very smart, very strategic. He thinks out his plans very well, and he doesn't back down easily. That's not to say this is being well executed. It's clearly not. But it's hard for me to buy that he's completely lost it in such a short amount of time, because he's extremely cunning, extremely manipulative, extremely well-informed, well-read, and ready for anything as recently as 2018. And I spent a lot of hours with him. I interviewed him in the Kremlin in Moscow, where they keep their nuke site in Kaliningrad, and also in St. Petersburg, his hometown, at his economic conference. And I didn't see anything close to crazy. I saw somebody who would absolutely kill for a strategic goal and would do so without feeling one bit of sorrow. But I didn't see crazy or signs of lunacy. So, I think this is more of the Vladimir Putin we knew before. We just didn't totally estimate, we didn't correctly estimate the extent of his desires in this region of the country and just how ruthless he was prepared to be to get him.
Is he creepy, or sort of, I'm imagining like a wolf that sort of smiles and shows its teeth? What's he like?
Paul, so interesting. He is whatever he thinks you want him to be. So he is a former KGB agent, and he studied, how to manipulate people, how to affect people. And so he knew that I was a mother of 3 young children. And one of the first things he mentioned to me was his relationship with his mother and how much he loved his mother and what it was like when he was a little boy. And clearly he's trying to butter me up, right? He's trying to win favor, and very smiley and very polite and a total gentleman, right? When I'm talking to him behind the scenes. And then Prime Minister Modi of India came, and the 3 of us sat down and had tea and sort of a little, I don't know what you'd call it. They told me it was going to be a state dinner, so I wore a saucy dress, Paul. It was not a state dinner. Anywho, it was just the 3 of us. This is awkward.
You got a hot dog, maybe.
So anyway, in front of Modi, he was a little bit more of like the paternalistic, like a little chauvinistic man, like, oh, look at you. We won't even be able to concentrate on the questions tomorrow. He wasn't trying to compliment me. He was trying to put me down. He was trying to put me in my place. Again, another manipulation. And then when I had him on stage and I was really getting in his grill, in particular about Syria, Joy, hi, run the tape. He was angry, and he was like in my face. So he's whatever he wants to be and whatever he thinks you need him to be in the moment.